Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first video that you're stumbling across and are wondering why I named it that way, it's because I do indeed have Crohn's disease. It's maybe not as bad as what other people have, but it's still pretty debilitating at times. I'm still looking for work. Been out of work for 2 years now. And it's not an easy thing to find in this area. Anyone who knows anything about Kansas, yes, we have cities and things like that, but we are known for our distribution centers. They're everywhere, and it's really hard work, and unfortunately it's not something that I can do anymore. I have 2 bad knees because of distribution work. I have a bad right shoulder because of it. That repetitive motion and up and down, it just takes a toll on your body, especially when you get older. And it's just not for me. And CJ, my boyfriend, doesn't want me doing that anymore. So I've applied at a lot of different hospitals for clerical work because I know how to do that. And I wish that he would stop signing me up for jobs that I know absolutely zero about. I saw today that I had an email from some place that I've never heard of before. Don't even know where this place is. And apparently he thought that it was something that I could do. So he sent them my resume like, hey, I want this job. Not cool. Don't do that to your significant others. It's not cool. And then just not tell them about it. I understand that he wants me to get a job paying like $18 an hour, but, you know, maybe I didn't want that job. Maybe it wasn't something that I would enjoy, or, you know, just flat out don't want to, you know, do that kind of work. And so we're going to have a conversation about that when he gets home. Because it's like, don't sign me up for something that I don't want to do. He doesn't want to work in distribution work, you know, and be all dirty and everything. He doesn't want to do road construction. But, you know, if the shoe was on the other foot and I was working and he was the one who was looking for work, and I'm like, oh, there's a road construction job out there, and hey, you're a big manly dude and you're capable of doing that, so let me have your resume and I'm gonna sign you up for this job and, you know, see if it comes through. He would be so angry. So I have a legitimate reason to be upset right now. But other than that, health wise, I'm still doing pretty good with the new diet that my doctor put me on. And when I say diet, I don't mean like, oh, I'm going to eat salad, you know, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And, you know, as soon as I lose all the weight, I'm going to go back to eating the way that I was before. No, when I mean diet, I mean life change. A complete and total life change. This isn't something that I'm only going to do until I drop all this weight that I'm carrying around. This is how I'm going to have to eat for the rest of my life. And it's been tough. It's been really, really tough. And you men out there might not enjoy me saying this, but it gets even rougher when it gets close to your menstrual cycle. And guys don't like talking about it, but I'm 30 years old. I am a mature woman, and you know how many periods I've had in my life? Too many to count, okay? So, for you girls out there who can feel where I'm coming from, even though I know that eating chocolate is going to make me feel terrible. My hormones are going, you need it. It's not a want, it's a need. And my brain's going, nope, no, it's not. This is going to kill me later. This is not a need. And then you have all these raging hormones that you're fighting. And because you know deep down inside what's going on. That doesn't make it any easier to deal with. You know, it's not just something that you can be like, oh, it's hormones, it's fine. You know, no, because then when you don't give in to those cravings, for me, I get moody, I get angry, and then I start treating everybody like a piece of crap because I'm angry that I can't have this thing, that my body is literally screaming in my ear, I need this. And then I feel bad because I've just treated everybody like a piece of poo and I shouldn't have. So, you know, it's just this endless revolving door of horribleness until it's over with. And CJ says, I'm used to it by now. Just makes me feel even worse because, you know, you shouldn't be used to somebody being like that, but it might happen to everyone, you know. I don't know. It might just be a little bit worse because I felt bad for so long, and then when this part of my life comes around, it's like, can I just put this part on hold and not have to deal with you until, you know, I feel better and, you know, it's not so crazy going on everywhere else, because I'm still trying to figure out, you know, is this a symptom of Crohn's, or am I just sick, or is my period getting ready to start? Or is it my Crohn's? Or did I eat something that I shouldn't have and I'm just not thinking straight right now? You know, or do I just need to drink some more water and take, you know, a laxative to get my system going again, you know? Or is it gas, you know? It's just so many things that can just make you feel completely terrible, and tracking all of them is so hard. And I might be the only one who overthinks this stuff, but it's kind of hard not to when your entire goal, you know, going to the doctor, taking the medicine, completely changing your diet for the rest of your life, is to make your life easier, to get rid of the pain, and to make you feel like I'm a normal person, even though you're not a normal person. So that's been going on. And on top of all of that, we finally got a snowstorm. I think I posted a video on that the third day. Excuse me, snow was on the ground. And because the parking lot, they put down salt and all that junk, and it pretty much melted except for the stuff that was on top of my car. And if I had been thinking, I would have recorded the video, like a before and after. But all the snow that was built up around my car was the snow that was on top of my car, which was close to 5 inches of snow. Now, before it warmed up, I was out there walking around in the parking lot, like fresh snow still falling on my head, and we had a foot out there just in the parking lot. I enjoyed it. CJ took Monday and Tuesday off, the 2 days that it actually snowed, and I think that was extremely smart because we have very weird seasons here. Sometimes it snows like crazy. Other times it's just, you know, ice and slush and just water everywhere. There's a big freaking mess. And we never get any snow until like February. So it was really nice having him home for 2 days. We did not get anything accomplished around the house, hence the mess that is everywhere. And I've been trying to help him with other things that need to get done. With my health being the way that it is, I don't feel like I get much accomplished. And that worries me thinking about going back to work, because I have all of this anxiety about somebody hiring me because they're trying to fill a need, and they think that I'm going to be that need filler, and that I have all of these physical problems that can hold me back so easily, and I push through them as good as I can, but then it comes to a head and I just can't do it anymore, because I'm literally making myself sick from pushing myself, and it never gets any better. All it does is make the symptoms worse, make me feel worse. And, you know, it's one of those cases where my doctor said, you know, sometimes it's okay to try to push that limit to see how much you can actually do, but when you start making yourself physically ill is when you need to stop, because your body isn't just being a wimp and say, oh, I don't want to do this right now. It's saying, this is bad for me. Stop. Just stop. And that's really hard for people to contemplate, because we live in a day and age where it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what's going on. You go to work, you push through it, you do your job. No matter how good or bad of a job you do, you're there trying to do your job. You showed up, and then you go home and you deal with yourself and your problems at home. But with, you know, cancer, with mental illnesses, with physical chronic illnesses, you can't just be like, okay, Crohn's disease, I'm going to work. You be good while I'm gone. We'll talk when I get home. It comes with you. You know, and when you go out on a date, it goes with you. When you go out to eat, it goes with you. You know, and it's always there, waiting for you to do something wrong with your eating habits or with your physical habits, so that it can be like, oh, wrong choice, and then slap you in the face with that wrong choice. You know, it's very unforgiving. I mean, it is extremely unforgiving. You know, mind-blowing unforgiving. And it's scary, you know, because there have been times where I've told CJ, find a gas station, I need to use the bathroom. And he's like, well, we only have 30 more minutes until we're home. And I'm sitting there feeling like I'm going to have an accident in my seat. And he wants me to wait 30 minutes. And then I'm ready to like tuck and roll and just take a deuce on the side of the interstate. You know, no, do not do that to anybody, even if they don't have Crohn's disease. Don't make them sit there and try to, you know, pinch it off until you get home. You know, and I love CJ to death, but he has one speed, and that is tortoise. So he will park the car, and then he'll take 20 minutes getting out of the car, and then 5 more minutes unlocking the door, and then it takes him 3 minutes just to walk through the door. And it's like, get out of my way. This is an emergency. Oh my God. You know, so I don't wait. I do not wait when it comes to that situation right there. And there have been many, many arguments because I know that he wants to get from point A to point B without having any stops in between, without having to deal with any issues, and I'm sorry. I had a very hard conversation with him last year where I told him, you want a normal relationship where you both go to work, you both come home, you both do you, and you're happy, and, everything is fine. You don't have to think about, oh, did I take my medicine today? Or, hey, you want to go out to eat, you just go wherever and be, spontaneous and all of that. And I can't be spontaneous anymore because being spontaneous usually means I'm going to feel bad later. And that's taken a lot of the spark out of our relationship because he likes surprising people. He likes being spontaneous when it comes to going out and surprising me. And now he can't do that. And it's been a real bummer to him. And there's been a lot of stress on the relationship. There's been a lot of fights. And I finally told him, I understand that this is my problem. And if you want to be with someone that you can surprise and just, have fun with and not have to worry about these problems, go find another person to be with. Because this is a lot of baggage for somebody to have to deal with and think about. And we're not married. It's something that I hope that he thinks about, but, I don't know if it is. And he says that, it's a bummer not being able to surprise me, but he said that it's okay. But then I know that there are nights where he just wants all the problems to go away. And I wish the exact same thing. I wish that all of these problems would just go away. And everything would be the way that it was before all of this happened. But, it's here. And until there is some kind of magical cure to make it go away forever, this is the way that it's going to be. And I understand why so many articles say that people that have Crohn's disease also suffer from anxiety and depression and all of this other stuff, because that desire for everything to be normal, that's a wish that's just never going to happen. And it sucks. It sucks a lot. But, I keep doing what I do to make myself feel better. I've never been more in tune with my body than I have been, the last 5 months. I've learned a lot about myself and what triggers things, and my doctors really, really helped me. But there are still those bad days where I get tired of telling people, no, I can't have that, or no, I can't go do that, or, hey, I'm having a bad day, today's just not good. And it's horrible to lose friends because of a condition that you just cannot control. And I've lost a lot of friends because of this. And some of them are understanding, and they're just like, it's fine. We're going to go do this, and we'll pick you up a souvenir or whatever because, you couldn't come with us. And I really appreciate that, because I don't have a lot of understanding people in my life right now. So to have those friends that understand, hey, this is a serious thing. We're not going to make you feel like, a piece of crap because you can't come and join in with us. Instead, we're going to include you in another way. That really makes me feel good that there are still people in this world who can think outside of the box instead of just leaving me behind. Don't do that to people who have a serious condition, because they're trying their best to be and feel as normal as possible. And when you're just, it's not even really being verbally hateful, it's just the actions, that people don't think about. Because in situations like this, actions do speak. They scream louder than any calm words that you could tell a person. And, little caring actions go miles. They really do. So we are so close to Christmas, and I hope that everybody is doing their best to put their best foot forward and to have a great attitude and to treat all of those poor retail people with, love and compassion and being patient, because they need it. And anyone who, is having any problems with their health, be extra loving and tender towards them, and let them know that you care and that you're thinking about them. And if they need it and anything, you will do your darndest to be there for them, because it means a lot. It does. It means a lot. And also the follow through. The follow through is the most important thing, because I've needed stuff before and I couldn't get out of the house because I was so sick, and I had like 5 friends that were still talking to me, and I was like, can anybody run to the store and get me blah, because I can't leave, I feel like poo, and I really, really, really need this, and I will pay you back as soon as I possibly can. And one person out of the 5 that saw the message, and I know that they saw it because I sent it over Facebook Messenger, and it tells you when they open the app and they look at it, so they saw it and they completely ignored it. And one person opened it and was like, sure, what do you need? And he didn't just get the one thing that I asked for. He got me like a ton of stuff. And I was just like, dude, I'm not like sick with the flu. I'm just sick with an upset stomach. And he literally brought me everything that you could possibly like eat and drink for an upset stomach. And he was like, don't worry about paying me back. And then he hung out with me all day long to make sure that if I needed something else, that a person was going to be there to help me out, and, those people are diamonds in this world, you know. Just other people might look at them and think, you know, but that amount of compassion is just golden in the day and age that we live in. So Cody, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And, you know, I hope that one day I can, you know, go above and beyond, you know, for you when you need it, because that meant the world to me. It really did. So, in the spirit of Christmas, everybody have happy holidays, and I will see you later. Bye.